We got some breaking news. John Mateer is set to undergo surgery on Wednesday on his throwing hand. Dinged up his thumb on his right hand in the Auburn game. Finished the game, but it sounds like the best course of action is, again, to have surgery on it. Going to miss 3 or more weeks, according to Sooner Scoop. We'll talk about this right now. If you're an Oklahoma fan, make sure you're subscribed. College football year-round. Going to talk about your Sooners. Going to break down these games here in the future, too, whether John Mateer is playing or not, so make sure you're dialed in. But first thought, dude, when I got this report, when the notifications hit my phone from On3 that we had something going on with John Mateer and it ended up being an injury, he's going to miss some time, like, dude, this sucks. This sucks for John Mateer. This sucks for Oklahoma. This sucks for college football fans. Because John Mateer every single Saturday is awesome for the sport. Plays with his heart on his sleeve, brings tremendous emotion. He's made Oklahoma, I think, truly a college football playoff contender by nature of what they've done to this point in the year. This is a massive bummer for all of us, especially if you're a fan of Oklahoma. However, looking at the schedule here, if he's going to miss 3 weeks, they got a bye this week. That's 1 week, assuming that counts. Second week, he'll miss the Kent State game if it is 3 weeks. The third week is Texas. It's Red River. So if he's missing those 3 weeks, that would put him back for the game at South Carolina if that timeline ends up being true. Now, again, the report is 3 or more weeks. So it's no guarantee he's back for South Carolina, but that's about the range you'd find him. Ole Miss, at Tennessee are the games after the games at South Carolina. Here's my thought process on this. I feel a lot better about Michael Hawkins Jr., your backup quarterback, this year as opposed to last year, because of what's around him, okay? I think Michael Hawkins Jr. still being at Oklahoma speaks volumes to what that Oklahoma staff thinks about him as a quarterback. Just if they didn't think he was going to be good enough, they would have told him, hey, thanks but no thanks, you can go kick rocks and play somewhere else. That didn't happen. So the fact that he's still in Norman, in Ben Arbuckle's offense, says something to what they think about him. Also, we should mention this. Guy has some experience. Came in and fought hard against Tennessee. He has played in Red River, albeit it wasn't a game that he probably would like to remember. But you look at the situation with his offensive coordinator being Ben Arbuckle and just an improved overall offensive roster around him, I think Michael Hawkins Jr. could be good enough to get you to where you want to go. And where you want to go is still being contention for the college football playoff and getting to Atlanta by the time John Mateer gets back. So the bye week, again, hoping that counts for 1 week of John Mateer's recovery. Kent State should be no problem there. But the Texas game. Now, before the year, we picked Oklahoma in our way too early schedule predictions to win Red River with John Mateer in the lineup. That was without the information that Arch Manning may or may not be equipped to maximize the Texas offensive weapons, to put it nicely. So the Texas game, as much as that's going to be the tallest task of those 3 weeks, I don't think that you just totally punt on that game and say, oh, well, we got our backup quarterback. We were horrific last year against Texas, Michael Hawkins Jr. in the game, like, woe is us. I think that game gets obviously still very interesting. It'll be a lot to unpack with Oklahoma, but I don't know that I just chalk that one up to a loss. In fact, I don't know that or the game at South Carolina I just chalk up to a loss. Because here's the thing, Oklahoma's defense, I think, again, keeps them in every single game. But the toughest part of losing John Mateer is he did everything for your offense. Like, John Mateer is not just your leading rusher. He got the most carries of anyone on that roster when it comes to what Oklahoma is offensively. Obviously, what he does throwing the football downfield and his familiarity in the system is massive, but like he was doing everything for you. Michael Hawkins Jr. and his mobility still keeps the design quarterback run game available to you if there's a silver lining there. But my biggest thing if I'm an Oklahoma fan is I'm just watching this schedule. I'm watching when John Mateer gets back, and I'm saying, okay, when he gets back in the lineup, how many losses do we have, if any? Like, perfect world is Michael Hawkins is able to keep you unbeaten and you're able to beat Texas if John Mateer misses that game, and then you're playing at South Carolina with John Mateer healthy and back available, and okay, now we go. We still got 2 mulligans in our back pocket, mulligans meaning losses, and it's all out in front of us. Michael Hawkins Jr., thanks so much. Ben Arbuckle, thanks so much. Here's the silver lining as it pertains to John Mateer and the future for Oklahoma, if there is one. This is just my personal opinion with what we think we know about John Mateer, the human being. That dude is competitive to the nth degree. That dude wants to go play in the NFL for a very long time, wants to be the highest draft pick possible, all those things. Also, though, from what I can gather, loves Oklahoma. You think John Mateer is going to leave Oklahoma after one season, having missed potentially 3+ games? Probably doesn't help his NFL draft stock. One. Also, you think John Mateer, if he does miss Red River, is going to leave Oklahoma having never played against Texas? I don't see that happening. So if there is a silver lining here, this to me, as much as this sucks in the moment, as much as this is just a bad thing in general for college football fans and Oklahoma fans, I think there's a World 2 reason where John Mateer comes back because of this injury, and you get a full extra season of John Mateer in Norman. Now, maybe that was going to be the case regardless, but I think that this only increases the chances of that being the reality. So, again, this sucks. Hate this for Oklahoma. Hate this for John Mateer. Hope he's able to get back on the field sooner rather than later. No pun intended. Hope he gets back for the Texas game, honestly. That'd be my wish list if there was one. But appreciate y'all making the show what it is. Oklahoma fans, comment section. Let us know what you think about this. What is your expectations for Oklahoma without Mateer in the lineup? Kata Smith with the ones and twos. Myself, JD PicKell. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll keep this party rolling, and we will see y'all next time.